What's up, Rich Squad? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, literally just woke up in time to catch the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League round of 16 draw. Imagine there were 48 teams in this competition. We are now down to the last 16 teams, and my team, Dinamo Zagreb, is still in it. The first time ever a team from Croatia has gotten this far in the UEFA Europa League, Champions League, anything, you know. So it's a big moment for the Croatian team, Dinamo Zagreb. You like the shirt, right? Someone said that the shirt fits really nice on me. Yes, it did, you know. So I'd like to thank the folks from SofaScore for sending me this shirt too. Let me mention that. I really appreciate it. Really nice app. Not sponsored, guys. But the Europa League draw was done. It's done and dusted, and we know who will play who in the round of 16. So guys, let's start with my team. Let's start with my team right off the get-go. We drew Benfica. That's a kind draw. Let's be honest, not to underestimate Benfica, but remember, Benfica is a cursed team, you know? The curse of Belagut, man, is still in effect. 100-year curse put on the team in 1960-something. So we know Benfica will not win this competition, you know? And if you guys don't know about the curse, the former coach was sacked, and, you know, he put a curse on the team, said they will not win a major European trophy in the next 100 years. And I think they have gotten to the final of this competition on 3 occasions and has lost all 3. I think Dinamo and Benfica have met each other once. I tried doing, you know, some research for the head-to-head, and it said they met in 2005-6 season, and Benfica won the game. So you know, I guess it's in Benfica's favor, and they are the favorites to actually win this tie. But I'm going to stick with my team and say that we are going to defeat Benfica across 2 legs. You know, we are going to put on a very good showing at the Maximir, and then, you know, we are going to travel to Portugal and spank him. So I'm going to go for Dinamo Zagreb to win this tie. It will be a closely contested tie, let's say that. But the way Dinamo has been playing this season, man, you know, I think we are going to do something great. A lot of you guys think we are going to do something great in the competition. You know, it's our year. It's definitely our year. So Benfica versus Dinamo Zagreb. You know, the team is looking good, man. Dani Olmo, Atimuan, new signing. You know, Bruno Petkovic on fire. Mislav Orsic been playing well. Izet Hajdovic, Mario Gavranovic. I don't know if Gavranovic is injured. I haven't seen him feature in the, you know, the last game, like the last 2 games or so. So I don't know if Gavranovic is currently injured right now. But the team is looking good, man, you know, in all departments. Ademi, the captain. You know, Ivan Šunjić, man. I really like Ivan Šunjić. And the defense, Kevin Theophil, Catherine, you know, Dilove, Leovac, Moharami, Dominik Livakovic in goal, Zagorac, the backup, Nenad Belica has done a really good job with this team. You know, but Benfica is a very dangerous team, so it will be a very exciting clash. So I'm going to go for Dinamo Zagreb with that. So that's my first early prediction there. Dinamo Zagreb to defeat Benfica across 2 legs. Next up, we have Chelsea of England versus Dynamo Kiev of Ukraine. You know, Chelsea going through a crisis right now under Maurizio Sarri, their Italian boss. And everyone is saying, you know, Sarri ball is failing. And I could recall everyone saying, oh, we love Sarri ball. It's taking the English game by storm. And now I guess most people are going back on their word. But they have been doing well in the Europa League. I saw them play yesterday. They look really good. The team has a lot of depth. And I expect them to brush aside Krasnador. They really need to do well in the Europa League if they are to actually maybe get into Champions League football next season. Who knows if Sarri will still be the manager when the round of 16 comes around. But, you know, I think they're being too harsh on the fella, man. You know, not every team is going to do well in the English Premier League. Just remember that. You can't all do well. Someone has to be last. Someone has to be struggling. That's just the way of the game. So Ukraine is a very tough place to play. So it's going to be a tough tie for Chelsea. But I think they're going to get over this Ukrainian team, Dynamo Kiev, and, you know, move on to the last 8. So I'm going to go with Chelsea with that one. Next up, we have Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany versus Internazionale Milano of Italy. Oh, this one is a tasty fixture. Well, Eintracht, they have been doing really well this season in the Europa League. They did well last season under their boss Niko Kovac, who went on, you know, to coach Bayern Munich. So you can tell how well they did last season, winning the DFB Pokal. Inter, a tough team to play against, man. Really good lineup. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go into, you know, who plays there. It's a really tough team to play. But the way Eintracht has been playing this season, I'm going to back, you know, them to continue their Cinderella story and knock off Inter. So I'm going to go with Eintracht with that one. I think they're one of the favorites to win the competition based on form and just based on the luck they've been playing with, you know. So I'm going to go with Eintracht. You know, Ante Rebic plays there, Jovic, you have Sebastian Haller over there playing really well. And the team has been my breakthrough team of the season, though. Definitely awesome lineup there. So Eintracht to defeat Inter across 2 legs. Next up, we have Napoli of Italy versus Red Bull Salzburg of Austria. Oh man, this is another tasty clash because Red Bull Salzburg has been doing really well for the last 2 years. And, you know, Napoli, they've been lackluster, let's say, getting down from the Champions League, going in the Europa League twice, you know, 2 years in a row. They did so last year. They got knocked out early, and they're here in the round of 16 of this season's Europa League. New boss, Carlo Ancelotti. Last season, it was Maurizio Sarri. Ancelotti, you know, very experienced, you know, former Champions League winner, of course. I'm tempted to go for Red Bull Salzburg here, simply because they are the underdogs and they have been doing really well. So I'm going to stick with the Austrian team. I want to see the underdogs do well in the Europa League. It's the underdog competition. So I'm going to go with the team from Austria to prevail over the team from Italy. That's 2 in a row, 2 Italian teams I'm knocking off right there. And I'm going to stick with Red Bull Salzburg. My predictions for the round of 32 were on point. I think I only got like 2 or 3 wrong. So I'm going to go with my gut feeling here and say Red Bull Salzburg to move on to the last 8. Next up, we have Valencia of Spain versus FC Krasnador of Russia. Ooh, this is another good one. Traveling to Russia is always, you know, a tough task for teams. Valencia, you know, a lot of draws this season, got knocked down from the Champions League. You know, they could have moved on to the round of 16, but too many draws, man. Too many draws, too many slip-ups, too many lapses in concentration. I'm tempted to go for Krasnodar here, but I think, you know, Valencia are gonna, you know what I'm saying, get over the hurdle, and we will see the Murciélagos in the last 8. So I'm gonna go with Valencia here. Sevilla, 3-time winners, I think, of this competition, or I think they won it like 3 times in a row. It was, you know, a really good run by Unai Emery while he was there, versus Slavia Praha of the Czech Republic, who were really good in the last round. So I'm gonna go with Sevilla here. Very talented team, man. You know, this team is hard to play against, and they've been doing well season after season, doing well in La Liga as well, you know. And the Czech team brings an element of surprise, but I'm gonna go with, you know, Sevilla, the favorites here, to actually prevail. They're actually one of the favorites to win the competition as well. So bye-bye Slavia Praha. Your run in this competition will come to an end. Definitely is guaranteed when you play against a team like Sevilla. Then we have a big one. Arsenal of England versus Rennes of France, guys. Rennes are on a good run right now, man. Very, very talented outfit, you know, led by the likes of Hatem Ben Arfa and Bayern, you know, Ismaila Sarr, just to name a few. This team has been doing well this season, and they knocked off Real Betis, who were in red-hot form, man, and they did so convincingly. I'm going to go with Arsenal here, though. Arsenal under Unai Emery might just be, you know, a force to be reckoned with, and it might be too much of a big task for Rennes, and I'm going to stick with the English team here to make it to the last 8 and possibly win the competition. Remember, this is Unai Emery's competition. He has won it on quite a few occasions. So, sorry Rennes, you know, you have been doing well this season, but I'm going to go for Arsenal here. I'm not saying that the teams that I don't pick cannot knock over the teams that I pick, because all the teams in the round of 16 are capable of doing so. At least, I think we have at least 7 former winners in the round of 16. So, Arsenal with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, you know, Koscielny, we have Lacazette there, Mesut Ozil, Alexei Iwobi. The team, pretty decent team, and they would want to win this to guarantee Champions League football, because it don't look like they might secure it in the English Premier League. So Europa League might be their route into next season's Champions League. And last but not least, guys, Zenit St. Petersburg of Russia versus Villareal of Spain, the Yellow Submarine. I really like the look of Villareal. I saw them play, you know, I think once this season. They have a young Nigerian kid called Chuck Weasley there. You know, he, of course, have former Arsenal player Santi Cazorla over there, Gerard Moreno. I'm going to go with Villareal here, even though Zenit is a very, very dangerous team, and I think they have a lot of surprise players. He's like, ooh, this guy plays for Zenit? Yeah, you know, they got bread over there. They signed a lot of big players. But I'm going to go with Villareal here to make a deep run in this season's competition. So those are my picks. That's my early reaction to the draw. I really like the matchups. You know, I actually saw the draw. Don't think it was fixed this year. So, you know, it's cool to see the Russian teams did not actually draw the Ukrainian teams. That would have been interesting. And I'm glad that, you know, Chelsea didn't draw Arsenal this early in the competition. And woof, we dodged a lot of big teams, you know, because Benfica, I think, is a very, very kind draw for Dinamo Zagreb. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Guys, if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button, smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know you think who's gonna win the 2018-19 UEFA Europa League. Share all your early predictions as well. And until next time, peace out, Rich Squad.